Hey, be a squid and subscribe to my mediocrity.
Alright, what's going on everybody? Today we're sort of having the conversation finally. It's going to be a little bit of a lengthy video, so buckle up boyos and gals. It might be a bit bumpy. So this year has been absolutely chaotic. It's been a complete mess for my channel as well as the world. So let's just roll on the floor for a minute and put out this fire. So this year for 2020, I definitely felt like it was an experimentation year, 1000%. I went into it saying, fuck the views, fuck the subs. I'm going to work on myself as a creator, fix my fundamentals in terms of direction, articulation, as well as editing. These are the three things that I felt I was lacking severely. I really was bad at articulating because I would use really redundant sentences, not to mention I would say like a million times or These things would happen all the time and it's really bad. When it came to direction, I had no direction for a video. I really would just turn on the record button and whatever happened, happened. And that's how I would base my videos. I would use my editing process as a way to direct the video, which isn't necessarily bad and sometimes it works, but there was a lot of times it didn't work at all. And when it came to editing, I felt I got lazy in a lot of areas where I would talk about something that needs examples, where I would say, oh, well, you just do this in Outward and you'll be good to go, but I didn't show anything, or I didn't give an example, or I didn't showcase an example. These are things I wanted to work on. And even as recently as last week, I still suffer from these issues. That's how bad it is currently. So I'm still working on it, but definitely compared to like 3 years ago, I've improved quite a bit. That's why you saw all these different videos where I was doing game reviews and I was articulating better, and where I would do these video essays about Assassin's Creed, or I would talk about Metro. These games are things that I really care about, and I wanted to write a piece about them and really focus on creating a video that was well crafted and had direction. I didn't care if these videos did well view-wise, I just wanted the experience to craft something that made sense, that I thought was good and on par with other creators. So that's pretty much why this year has been rather chaotic, as I was experimenting with a lot of different things and also just trying to improve, and the only way I was going to do that is by practicing. And I can't just create a video and then pretend like, oh, hey, I did it. No, I need to upload it so you guys can see it and give me feedback. So even though it didn't fit with the channel necessarily in terms of what you're used to, I made it a point to put it up anyway so I could get critique about it. So no matter which way it came out, the experience was invaluable and I'm glad I did it. Now, another thing that I sort of learned was that people are just going to be mad at you just to be mad at you. They'll see your content, want you to fail, want you to die. It's rather interesting how many times I've argued with people and they just have no fucking idea about anything, bro. Like, they're just genuinely an idiot. Bless Unleashed was a game that I reviewed a while ago. I said it was absolute dog shit garbage. It is, and I stand by it. It is garbage. It is a horrible game. I even uploaded a second video that showcased all the issues that it had. I fell through the map. Quests weren't spawning in, the lag was horrible, the servers were bad, everything about the game was bad on release day. It may have gotten better by now, but on release day, it was dog shit and there was no way to argue it, and guess what? People argued it. That experience taught me that no matter how bad a game is or how many things are wrong with a game, people will fanboy over anything and be willing to personally attack you physically, mentally, emotionally. They will go after you if you have a different opinion. Hell, even when you're fair and you break it down and come at it at a normal pace, when you meet them halfway, they still won't meet you halfway and they'll yell at you still. It doesn't matter. People will fucking hate you for the sake of hating, and that taught me to not give a shit anymore. Whenever I would do reviews, I think I felt a bit of a bias and I wanted to appeal to the fan base that really liked the game. And when I made that video, I genuinely was mad and there was no way I was going to appeal to anybody. So that taught me to just say what I felt. If I had proof that the game was bad, then that's it. That's what's going to happen. The game is fucking bad. And if I show you the proof and you're still blind to it, holy fuck, I don't even know why I'm trying to appease you. Why do I even care? So that was another important lesson I learned, was to, whenever I make a video, if I have a direction that I want to take it, don't Don't let the overwhelming hate try and coerce you to doing something that is not aligned with what you set out to do. That was definitely one of my more important lessons to learn this year, but overall it was a great experience nonetheless, and it gave me some experience that I really needed. Now, the last thing I want to mention before we talk about the future is the whole subs and views. Like, why do you have so many subs? Why do you have so little views? And I've answered this question before, but it's because my content is inconsistent and my subscriber base is separated into different sections. I've made a lot of videos over the year. I have voice impressions, I have voice tutorials, I have scripting tutorials, League of Legends videos, meme videos. I have guides on certain things and topics for games. I have also news topics. I also have reviews for parts and programs, not to mention actual like peripherals, headphones, whatever. I have a lot of videos, so people subscribe to me for different reasons, and whenever I don't upload content that aligns with those reasons, that section of my subscribers will not come back and watch me because that's not what they sub for. If you subbed for my voice impressions, right, and I upload an outward gaming video, why would the voice impression section of my audience come to watch me? It just doesn't make sense. And that is my fault, by the way. That is genuinely my fault. But it's also the algorithm's fault because it keeps pushing out the content that I would rather it not push out. So my voice impressions, right? Those are the ones that get the most fucking views out of anything that I upload. If you compare my voice impressions or my voice tutorials, whatever, to my outward content, you will see a very drastic difference. The algorithm really likes to push my voice stuff out there for whatever reason, but when I make outward content, it's not nearly as prominent as the voice stuff. And the reason for that is I feel that outward is such a niche market and it only applies to certain people, right? And not a lot of people are looking out for outward because it's a game that was kind of been out forever. And when the Three Brothers comes out, I guarantee you my views will probably go up a little bit, but after the hype dies down and as days goes on, it's going to, go back to the normality. But the voice impressions and voice tutorials, people are always going to want to know about them because they want to do cool shit in video games. There's a lot of video games out there that you can troll with voices and do a lot of cool stuff, and that's always going to be a market that you can tap into. But nevertheless, that's pretty much why is I don't put myself in a consistent spot where I'm going to be in an algorithm that makes sense. With that being said, we are going to be moving into next year. So how this is going to work is we're going to have 3 days upload schedule. Have no idea what they are, but we're going to have 3 days. 2 of them are going to be consistent content, and 1 day is going to be my randomness day where I talk about something, have a discussion, maybe gaming news. I have no idea. But I need to have that day so I can talk and get stuff off my chest. Believe it or not, my social life is -0, and you guys are one of my closest friends, so just take that as you will. Outside of that, we are going to be focusing on guides. We're going to be playing a lot of Cyberpunk, Three Brothers, and we're going to do a lot of game reviews. Throughout next year, constant game reviews. So videos might be a bit delayed because I'm playing a lot of the game, so we'll see what happens, but we're going to also be doing first impressions, walkthroughs, and stuff like that. So pretty much how we're going to be taking this, just 100% focused content, and we're going to be paying a lot of attention to games and gaming news. So I'm X-naying on everything. We are getting rid of voices, voice impressions. I'm not doing that anymore. I know a lot of people subscribe to me for my voices and stuff, but I'm not a voice actor. I don't plan on doing anything with voiceovers or anything like that. Not to mention, there's only so much you can do. So I'm just going to stop doing that so that way I stop generating subscribers. I'm sure I will always have subscribers that want me to go back to that, but that'll never happen. And eventually, once the channel stabilizes out, the videos of me doing the voiceover stuff will get deleted. So for now, I'll leave them up, download them if you wish, but eventually once the channel is stabled out and we're doing pretty well, they will be gone forever. So now you guys know where we're going in terms of a direction. We'll see what happens, but for the time being, this is all the information I have, and hopefully next year I follow through. I am sorry for this really long ass video, but I feel like it was really necessary to talk about all this. But thank you. I will talk to you guys hopefully soon. Bye bye.